Hi everybody, it's Brian View, President and Chief Operating Officer at FinLocker. Back to give you a quick update on some cool enhancements the product team has been making to the product at FinLocker. So first off, I'm showing you a client version of FinLocker. So the lender is branded, it's their color scheme. We are in the consumer dashboard. This is where a consumer has been invited into the locker to use this to prepare for homeownership by their loan officer. And so we'll start there in our little update here. So here's our loan officer, Brian. You can see he's got all of his pertinent information. There's a quick link to contact Brian and shoot off an email. From here, I can schedule a meeting with Brian. This would go right to Brian's calendar. So this will open up his calendar, and then I can click to consult. And so that's been an update that recently went in. I do want to show you a couple things on the property side. So we've updated our property widget. So for consumers who already own a home and they've linked their property, they can come in and see the value of that property. We bring in an AVM. The linked mortgage, this is a linked mortgage that's in the locker, helps us calculate the estimated home equity. And that's a dynamic data point. So anytime that there's a change in the value and or a change in the outstanding balance on the mortgage, that equity is going to be updated in real time. But what we're really excited about is the newest enhancement that went in this week for our property search feature. So embedded in the FinLocker product is a native integration with HomeScout that enables real estate search. And this week, we updated the search experience to match from a branding perspective to the lender who's providing the locker to the consumer. So here we are inside of search, and we can see up here that the branding is to the lender. But the second thing that's super cool here, and this is also updated, is the loan officer now has the ability to co-brand and be part of the search experience via the locker. This is an upcharge, so this is an additional charge through our partnership with HomeScout, but we've partnered with HomeScout and made this very, very affordable as part of the FinLocker package. And I just want to show you quickly what that looks like. So here's our loan officer again, Brian. We saw him in the locker. He's now going to be prominent everywhere through this search experience. So let's just take a quick search and we'll search this town of Novi. There's Brian again. Brian has the ability to co-brand with multiple realtors, and each consumer will have, be connected to Brian and that particular realtor. So when that consumer is doing search via the locker, they'll always see Brian, and then over here to the right would be where the realtor's contact information is. So we're super excited about that. If you want to learn more about how to take advantage of that, if you're already a FinLocker client, please reach out. We'll be glad to kind of get you connected and get you set up. But for now, every enterprise client of FinLocker that we launch will have company branded search and value in the locker. Super cool, super valuable, highly engaging. Last thing I want to show you here before we wrap up is updates that we made to our Homeownership Snapshot. We used to call this our readiness assessment. So here the consumer can click in quickly and see where they stand with respect to being mortgage ready. And we're linking to all of their data in the locker. And once they've come into this snapshot, you can see they've earned 4 stars out of a possible 5. So they're teed up to see if they can afford a home of $425,000. We verified the funds in the locker from their linked bank accounts, that there's enough money for closing costs, cash to close. We verified income, credit, but when we get down to monthly debt, you'll see a wrench here. The consumer will see a wrench where they need improvement. They can click in here now and see the details behind this assessment, including an estimate of their mortgage payment, quick links to link additional financial accounts if they haven't linked all their bank accounts as an example. But you see here we verified enough money for down payment, closing costs, as well as reserves after closing. Verified income, employment's greater than 2 years. Quickly, they meet at least the baseline credit of 640. There's no bankruptcies, no foreclosures. A lot of great stuff here, guys. I wanted to show this to you. Happy to show you more. Please reach out.